Hi friends, most of us have one common question in our mind, that is, what is the meaning of true happiness? How I can be happy in my life? I hope please watch this complete video so that you will understand the meaning of true happiness. So good morning friends, my name is Prashant and welcome back to my channel. An interesting story about a young guy and an old sage who were there in the village. And this young guy, he was curious to understand, to know what is true happiness, and he always wanted to be happy in his life. So to understand that, he started asking this question to everybody in the village, but he could not get the accurate answer. So he decided to go and meet this old sage and to understand what is the meaning of true happiness. So he went to this old sage and asked him what is exactly is a happiness. But this old sage in turn asked this young guy, so according to you, what do you think is a real happiness or a true happiness? So this young guy said that if we have all the basic needs which are required, like food to eat, water to drink, and a shelter which can protect our life. So if we have all these basic necessary things, so I think that's more than enough to be happy in our life. So that is what the happiness is all about. After listening to this, the old sage took this young guy to the nearby place and he showed him there were few birds which were caged, and he started asking this young guy that, what do you think, whether these birds are served with enough food and they are served with water to drink, as well as these birds have a proper shelter which protects them from the wild animals. After listening to this, the young guy said that yes, they do have all these things. Then the old sage asked, do you think that these birds are happy in their life? When the young guy was about to answer, then the old sage took this young guy to the nearby field and he started showing the birds which are freely flying in the sky. And he asked this young guy, now you tell me, comparing with these two, which are the birds which are happy in their life? Then the boy realized. He said that yes, though there is a risk for these birds which are flying freely in the field, though there is no proper food which is there for them, though there is no proper water to drink, but still they are there in this natural environment and they eat natural food, because of which they are much more healthier and happier compared to the birds which are caged. So the understanding here is, it is being happier, it doesn't mean that if you have all the basic needs will make you happy. With that, even the choices which you make is more important here. So you need to decide whether you want to be like the birds which are there caged by having all the necessary things but still finding for happiness, or you want to be like a birds which are in the fields and they are much more happier, though there is a risk, but what matters is being yourself is very much important. Here the understanding from this story is, if we compare this story with our life, here what does it mean? So just breathing and surviving is not a happiness. So the happiness is about making the right choice, and you have to fly freely the way these birds in the field were there. But at the same time, you should be able to take the risk. You should be able to go against the challenges and face the difficulties in your life. So that is what keeps you happier in his life. So hope you understood this story. Stay tuned for many such videos in future.